Using deep pouring resin guarantees a smooth application, whether you need to perfect a handmade river table or cast creative epoxy pieces. Before we give you the list, let's learn what a deep pour epoxy resin is first off. Number 1. Deep Pour Epoxy Resin Kit Crystal Clear Liquid Glass. If you're looking for deep pour epoxy resin, your search could end with this fantastic thick epoxy resin. Liquid Glass Epoxy Resin Kit is a specially formulated self-leveling formula ideal for river tables, resin dye, deep resin molds, alcohol ink, and pigment powder. This pourable epoxy resin offers very effective UV protection and the best yellowing resistance. That's why we regard it as the best epoxy resin for tabletops, wood, and all your deep pour projects. Number 2. Epoxy Resin Crystal-Clear-Art. Total Boats Deep Pour Epoxy Resin is used on tables, chairs, and other wooden furniture items. You can also use it on concrete tables, bar tops, metal, stone, countertops and ceramics. It's one of the best quality epoxy resins as it is UV resistant, scratches and other forms of abrasion. Although it works best as a coating resin, you can also use the formula as a casting resin to create resin art, embed objects and other epoxy projects. Number 3. 16 ounces Crystal Clear Epoxy Resin Kit Casting. If you are an artist looking for a coating epoxy resin, your search could end with this resin for thick pours specially formulated for artists. It's a low-odor formula, is non-poisonous and emits low fumes. This pourable epoxy resin is highly resistant to yellowing due to UV exposure. So, it keeps your incredible artwork gorgeous and durable for years. The epoxy resin is best for countertops, resin art, silicone molds, acrylic painting, coasters, etc. Number 4. SEVGILI Epoxy-Resin-Crystal-Clear-Art. This artist-specific epoxy resin is excellent for coating, casting, and resin arts. Because it is a user-friendly resin, you can begin your project whether you are a novice or a specialist. It has zero VOCs and no odors, allowing for better and cleaner while working. Its working time is approximately 40 minutes for a flawless and creative process. You can apply this crystal clear high gloss coat to any surface because it has a glass-like appearance, is rock hard, and is very sturdy. Number 5. Pourable Plastic Deep Pour USA Manufactured. This pourable resin is made in the United States, which is worth mentioning. UV stabilizers keep the casting resin from turning yellow after prolonged exposure to the sun. You can use this epoxy for semi-outdoor applications like shaded patio tables and bars. Pourable plastic is a product with a low exothermic heat buildup. Furthermore, it has no discernible odor. It also doesn't contain any volatile organic compounds. Whether you are a beginner or an expert, it's simple to work with. It's a low-cure epoxy resin, so you can easily pop any bubbles before your mold sets.